crawl frequency, is it? Did we discuss how to improve the crawl frequency? Or did we stop at just search engine's functionality, the key parameters, three parameters? See, I take multiple classes simultaneously for various batches. So I want you all to let me know where did we stop. What is the last topic that we discussed? Nobody remembers what we discussed in our last class? Huh, sorry? We must be discussing how backlinks are, uh, how search engines function and how to improve the crawl frequency, I believe. Correct? Everybody? Nobody made notes?
So last class we studied about Google search, how to improve frequency less than.
Not good. So let's assume Coke is not good for health. Okay, let's assume it that way. Are you all following me, everybody, guys? Just because you have speaking about Pepsi, buy Pepsi online.
Okay, so we were discussing about the crawl frequency.
Feeds or snack.
The crawl
Stands of
frequency
your
and
website, the crawl
crawl
frequency and crawl
rate.
rate of your website.
Yeah.
Or
So we discuss. See, now first thing is we'll just quickly brush up everything that we have discussed in the past previous classes. So one is we all understood how search engines function, correct? Everybody, do you all remember how search engines function? Search engines basically have written a piece of code and they call it as bots. These bots go to the internet server, read all the information available on the internet. So whichever website they come across, they just read and take a copy of them to Google server. And when somebody asks to Google in the front end, so Google it queries the Google server or the Google DB and sends the information to the browser. This is how search engines work, right? So this is the first query that we addressed, and second concept was how does it show a specific website on the top, right? How it shows websites on Google? It's simple. A bot goes to internet server, reads, takes a copy back to Google server, and it shows up on the Google search results page. Are you all following me, everybody?
Yes.
Yeah. Now it is simple, and now if we have to answer why is it showing a specific website in the top, we may have to understand the three key parameters that Google search engines consider to rank the website. Which are those three key factors or metrics?
Frequency,
Yeah.
CTR, and engagement.
Perfect. Good. So it considers these three metrics. So whichever website has the highest average across all these three metrics, so the average of these three metrics has to be highest. See, if crawl frequency is 10 out of 10, in case if we are taking that example in the scale of 1 to 10, and CTR is less than 8, maybe somewhere around 6 or 7, and again engagement is 6 or 7, it's not going to work. The average has to be highest. It's not about one single metric being highest. So it's clear, right, everybody?
yes, sir.
Yeah, this is what we understood. So now the next query is we have to understand how to improve this crawl frequency or crawl rate of the website, and we have understood the methods or ways of improving the crawl frequency in our last class, correct? So quickly, can anybody tell me how do we improve the crawl frequency of the website? Vinay? Can anybody tell me how do we improve the crawl frequency and crawl rate of the website? We have discussed that in the last class. That's on the 12th June. No one remembers? We have it in the notes as well. So how do we
by
make?
understanding the need, or by understanding the requirement of a person.
No. Person doesn't come into picture. Here, how do we make bot visit our website more number of times? By building backlinks, by dropping our website link on other websites, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, something like this. I'll show it to you. Wait. Called Learn and Thrive. So when in case let's assume my visit is a bot visit, I'm not a real user. Let's assume I'm the bot. So I'll find the Canada Digital link and I will crawl Canada Digital website. I'll visit Canada Digital website from this link. Okay. So now again in the afternoon, and again bot branches out to canradigital.com. Let's assume this is around 1 p.m. Bot has again visited this website. So now bot has visited your website twice. In case if you had not dropped links on these websites, Learn and Thrive and VLSI first, bot would have not visited your website, correct? Maybe naturally on its own terms it would have visited of its choice or convenience. But just because now we have added links, it's like we are inviting bot every now and then, which is good actually. It's something like this: without your parents asking you to read the books, you are not going to touch the books. You are not going to read the books. Right? So meanwhile, you can proactively take the book and you can start reading the book, correct? Some kids does that, right? Everybody, are you all following me? Yeah, some kids have to be forced to study the subjects, study the books, correct? Read the books, correct? And some kids naturally take the books and they start reading the books when they are all interesting subjects for them. Websites pointing back to your website. So mine, correct? So by this method you can improve the Pepsi and Coke, I guess, correct? Do you all remember that example? When bot has 100 MB of data, the number of pages crawled is 100. When page size is 2 MB and with the same 100 MB, now bot is capable of crawling only 50 pages. And now when your page size is 3 MB, using 100 MB of data, bot is able to crawl only 33 pages. Correct? Second table, yeah, second table is load time. So when your page is loading in 5 seconds and when bot has come with 3600 seconds of time, so that is 1 hour of bandwidth, correct? 3600 seconds is nothing but 1 hour. When bot is visiting your website with 1 hour and if each page is loading in 5 seconds, so it can maximum crawl 720 pages, correct? Case 4, do you all see that?
Yes, sir.
Now you have improved the load times from 5 seconds to 4 seconds. Now bot is not taking more time, it's loading. Now bot is capable of crawling 900 pages, that is 180 more pages, correct? And now when you improve it to just 1 second, case 1, bot is capable of crawling 3600 pages. This is nothing but the crawl rate. The number of pages crawled by bot during its every visit is referred to as crawl rate. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you all now understand how to improve the crawl frequency and crawl rate. Okay. So in today's class, we are going to discuss about methods of improving the CTR. Anybody here can define what is CTR? We have discussed this in our previous classes, and I'm not sure if you all still remember it or not.
So CTR full form is click through rate,
Okay.
and It is used to push the website on the top.
Yes, but what is CTR? How do you define that? Yes,
So the
save the
CTR
document.
means that the number of times that
Ah.
users click on our website uh, divided by the impression we got.
Correct. That is correct. And defining, if you have to define, see, I gave you a simple example to remember response rate, right? Response rate is the
Yes.
ratio, the measure of the ratio of number of people responding to you against the number of people seeing you, correct? That is response rate. Now, click through rate is number of people clicking on your website results against the number of people seen your website, correct? On search results, website ad is the measure of ratio of number of people clicked on your website against the impressions, against the number of people seen your website search results. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. So now how do we make more people see now so many people are seeing your search results. So let's take it as digital marketing training in Bangalore. Okay. So people are seeing all of this, correct? See, it's ranking here. Canberra Digital also is ranking on the first page. Now, how do you make more people click on this, ignoring this? One second, everybody, give me 1 second. So, good morning. Yes, sir. Okay. 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 Sure. Hi, sir. Right. Okay. Hi, sir. No problem. Okay. No, no problem. Okay. Yeah. So how do you make? See now already there's so many players ranking here, correct? Look at this. There's so many players ranking here, correct? Pipeline here you see before metro you use the term pipeline. This is pipeline, right? See if there see this comma takes lot of characters. It looks like only one, but the pixel value of comma, dollar symbol, semicolon is more. But this all take only one character space, right? You see that here. So if it is more than 512 pixels or more than 70 characters, the text gets truncated. And if it is getting truncated, people will not see the crucial information, and then chances of people clicking on it will be less. So write your titles and descriptions following all the guidelines. What are the guidelines? It has to be less than, title has to be less than 70 characters, description has to be less than 170 characters, title should not contain the special characters and use the appropriate delimiters like hyphen, colon, pipeline, full stop. Hyphen, pipeline, colon, full stop. And as much possible avoid comma, semicolon, dollars and couple of other special characters, and make sure your title comprises all your primary patterns: buy shoes, online, India. These are the most popularly used terms in finding the shoes. Hence you see buy, you see online, you see India. So majority of them must have used all of these things, right? And in your title you can use a CTR trigger. What is CTR trigger? Anybody here? See, anything that triggers people to click on that search result. For example, adding rupees 199 starts at rupees 199 can be a triggering point. Or if people are registering for digital marketing training, their main goal is to get the placement. So for in that scenario, digital marketing training with 100% placement assurance. Goal is get hands-on experience, and if you could incorporate hands-on experience or placement assurance, So that can be the triggering point. See, basically any pain point, you are addressing the pain point of your target audience or the end user. Are you all following me? Somebody who is registering for the digital marketing course, their main pain point is getting the practical exposure or getting the placements. Somebody who is purchasing the mobile phone, their main pain point could be front camera or maybe a battery life or maybe a price. Correct? So if you are buying fruits, the main expectation from the fruits will be sweetness. Correct? Correct? You all understand the main pain point or the expectations. So that can be a CTR trigger. Correct? Incorporate CTR trigger in your title, and in your description have a call to action and as well as call out statement. I'll tell you what is call to action. Call to action is you asking the user to take the action such as register now, inquire now, call now, book now. Correct? Click here, enroll now. All these are called as call to actions. You are calling the user to perform an action. Clear? Everybody?
Yes.
So you have to input. See, we have a very detailed guidelines about how to write titles and descriptions. Do not worry about. Just focus on understanding what I'm speaking now. Yeah. And then I mentioned one more thing called as call out statements. Call out statement is any piece of information or a statement that's helping the end user to take the call. See, for example, you are quite confused with with which institute you should be registering for your digital marketing course. Correct? You are quite confused with which institute you have to register for digital marketing course. Maybe institute 1 telling you can register at just 30,000 can be a call out statement, because that's a one second everybody. Hello. Wait a second. Groundnut ಸರ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್, ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ? ವಾರಕ್ಕೆ 6 ಟನ್. ಏನು ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಅದು? ರೀಸೆಲ್ಲಿಂದ. ಓಕೆ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಮೈಸೂರು ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ? ಓಕೆ, ನಮ್ಮದು ಬಳ್ಳಾರಿ ಸರ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಾಗಿ. ಸರ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ 40 ರೂಪೀಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ನೀವು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಲ್ವ, ನಾವು ಪ್ರೈಸ್ನ ವರ್ಕೌಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು. ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಇದೆ ಎಷ್ಟು? ಇದು 20 and 30 ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್? ನಿಮ್ಗೆ 20-30 ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇದೂ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಈ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅದು ಸಾಕು. ಅದು ಅಂದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಬಿಲ್. ನಮ್ಮದು ಗಾಣದಲ್ವ, ಗಾಣದ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ರೀಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಲ್ವ, ಅವ್ರು ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ದನಗಳಿಗೆ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್? ಹಸುಗಳಿಗೆ. ಆ ಕ್ಯಾಟಲ್ ಫೀಡ್ಗೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಇದು ರೇಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್. ಇದು ಕಳಿಸ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ 40 ರೂಪೀಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಟಲ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆಯ್ತು, ನಾನೊಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ನೀವು ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿಸಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರು ಸರ್? ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್. ಆಯ್ತು, ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಅನಂತಪುರ, ಬಳ್ಳಾರಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದನೇ ಬರೋದು. ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಸರ್. ಆದಷ್ಟು ಒಂದು ಗಂಟೆ ಮಾಡಿಸಿ. ಬಳ್ಳಾರಿ ಅನಂತಪುರ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಬಳ್ಳಾರಿ. ಹಾಂ, 2 ರೂಟ್ ಇದೆ ಬಳ್ಳಾರಿಗೆ. ಅನಂತಪುರದಿಂದ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ತುಮಕೂರಿಂದ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಮೈಸೂರಿಂದ ಸರ್ ಒಂದು 370 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಆಯ್ತು, ಓಕೆ ಸರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸಾರಿ. Yeah. So you got it right. So call out statement, did you understand call out statement? See, any piece of information or a statement that is helping the end user to make the decision. For example, you are quite confused or in dilemma which mobile phone you should be purchasing. See, your budget is 20,000 rupees and 2 brands are selling it at the same price, 20,000 rupees, and now you are confused which one you should be going with. Now, brand 2 says that you don't have to charge your mobile phone at all. Is that not an interesting thing? That will make you to purchase that phone, right? Correct? That's the
Yes,
that's basically the product USP, unique selling point or unique selling proposition of your product can be a call out statement for your end user. Basically, the highlights of your product or service, correct,
to
can
draw
be,
the attention.
yeah, sorry,
That draws the attention.
yes. So they are the unique. You're much better than that of your competitor. You're solving their problem. Their problem is also battery charging is their biggest problem. Correct? The unique value of your product or proposition of your product can be your call out statement, basically, which is also an interesting thing or addressing the end user's pain point or the problem. Basically, here, any statement that's helping the user to decide, okay, to make the decision, that is called as call out statement. So you have to incorporate call out statements, right? It's that clear?
Yes.
For mobile phone, they mentioning do not, no need to charge the mobile phone, or front camera 500 megapixel. People are looking for a very good quality front camera, and now that can be one of the triggering points for the user, right? Okay, so yeah, and next thing is there's something, this is called as the rich presentation of the information. Rich presentation. Now you see, we have helped bot to understand what is the rating of the page and number of reviews, and it is displaying something like this on Google search results. It is displaying something like this on Google search results. Here are a few more examples, right? Look at this. We have helped bot to understand when is the event happening, and now it's giving a beautiful presentation on Google search results, and these are called as rich snippets. So this will appear when you implement a schema code on your web pages. I will explain you or tell you the scenario when are you going to implement the schema code on the web pages and how do you implement as well. We're going to discuss all of that in depth. Okay, but then this is called as the presentation or the outcome is called as rich snippets. Did you all get that? So by implementing a schema code on your web pages, see what is this schema code and why should we implement? I'll tell you. Okay. See, for example, let's take a website, Amazon, and let's assume Amazon is selling books. Amazon sells books, right? Everybody knows that, correct?
Yes, sir.
And when you go to the product page, you will see the information like name of the book, the number of pages in the book, the price of the book, the number of reviews for the book, correct? The cover, front cover, title or the page, whatsoever it is, correct? You see various kinds of details. As a real user, human beings can understand 500 is the number of pages in the book and 350 is the price of the book, correct? But Googlebot don't understand 500 as the number of the pages. It understands 500 as the just number. It just reads 500 as the number. 500 is there. Okay, that's all. And 360, 350 is mentioned as the price of the book. And 350 also it understands 350 as just number, but it will never relate or understand 350 as the price of the book. If we have to help Googlebot to understand or make it understand the way how we understand, we have to use a language that they understand, and that is a schema code. For example, if I have to, let's assume none of us here knows English, and if I have to communicate to you or speak to you, I may have to speak in a language that you understand, correct? Everybody? Correct?
Yes.
Same way, now if I have to make Google understand 350 is the price of the book and 500 is the number of the pages and 760 are the number of reviews left by the people and 5 out of 5 is the rating, I have to use a schema code. And that is the language that bots understand, and when bot understands the way how we understand, they will start displaying like this on Google search results. You see the star ratings, you see the dates here, and when something like this displays on Google search results, the chances this will be a super attractive thing for the end users, for your target audience, correct? And people will start clicking on it. This is one of the best method to improve the CTR, right? And schema.org, we're going to discuss this in depth, but for now I'll just provide you or give you a brief information. Okay, so schema.org is a place where you can find any kind of schemas that you want, and you don't have to write or you don't have to do anything. You just have to instruct your website designers or developers. See, here it is explained how the schema functions. This is the product name. You have to provide product name. You have to provide the image information, the rating information, number of reviews. See, basically this is the information. $55 is the price, and whether it is in stock or out of stock. This is the information that you have, and we all are understanding the way it is, correct? But bot doesn't understand it. 55 as the price of the product. Now we are going to wrap it with schema code like this. See, and when we do this, it's going to understand $55 as the price of the product, and 3.5 as the rating of the product, and 11 as the count of the reviews. Okay, so don't bother much about this. You just have to instruct, you just have to share these links and educate your website, and ask your web developers to implement it. Okay, we will be discussing in depth all of these in the coming classes. Okay, for now you just remember, when we implement a schema like this, you get to see the search results this way. Are you all getting it? Or this way, this is the product schema, star ratings and number of votes or reviews. Clear?
Yes.
Yeah, so if you are a very well known brand, adding the brand name in the title could also help. The branding activities will not only help improve the crawl frequency, but if you are a very well known brand, there are good chances of people clicking on your search results as well, correct? You are searching buy shoes online, and let's say manjunath.com also shows up on Google. You will think, okay, who is this Manjunath selling shoes? Okay, you will not trust. The only websites that you will be probably aware of is Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, Zebong, correct? Azio, Snapdeal, correct? You will prefer to click on those websites. You will probably ignore all those new websites that shows up on Google search results, correct? Everybody?
Yes, sir.
So that's the power of brand, and brand influences the people. Brand also impacts CTR. If you are a very good brand, it helps in improving the CTR. Clear? Yeah, we have discussed all of this. Implement a CTR trigger, branding will help. Yeah. So Mohit, your first point that you mentioned, improving the rankings. See, these are all interrelated. It's like people must be fighting, right? Sometimes first you give to me, then I will give it to you. He will not give, and she will also not give. Nobody. See, first they are expecting. First you give it to me, then I'll give it to you. See, these are all interrelated. See, if CTR is improving, average position will improve. If average position is improving, CTR will improve. They are directly proportional. Okay, but 90% of the time CTR comes first. CTR will improve the average position, especially in the scenarios when the keyword has high search volumes. Okay, everybody, it's clear how do we improve the CTR? Quickly, let's recall. So first thing is, make sure it is up to date. If you are displaying a date, this was published 10 years back, 5 years back, people must be looking for the fresh information, the recent information. It has to be up to date. Avoid that such kinds of information showing up on the search results. Sometimes it shows the date as well. So look at this 3rd Jan 2024. Let's assume this is an article. So looking at this test, people may not click. 28th February 2024. 25th January 2024. Okay. So these kinds of things might impact, or people will put on the articles it's updated, new, published in the month of June, something like that. If it's an article. Okay, relevancy is first thing. Second thing, up to date information. Third thing, appropriate titles and descriptions produced following all the guidelines in writing the titles and descriptions. You need to have a CTR trigger, you need to have all the relevant keywords in your title, and in the description, you need to have a call to action or call out statement and some special characters like something like this tick marks. Look at this, you see the tick marks here, top rated in the title 100% C. This is the CTR trigger, and here you see 2 years Scrum Alliance membership tick mark, 16 PDUs and SUs tick mark. So these kinds of tick marks in your title, sorry, in your description, will also help you to grab the attention. Okay, and by implementing the rich schema code, you will be able to display rich snippets on search results, and this will impact or maybe help in CTR. Having the brand term incorporated in the title will also help improve the CTR. Okay, improving the average positions of your search results also will help improve the CTR. That is, having the better crawl frequency will help improve the CTR. Clear?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's discuss how to improve this user engagement also. Yeah. What is user engagement? Anybody here knows what is user engagement? Anybody has questions with regard to CTR? You all understood what CTR is, you know how to define CTR, and you know how to improve the CTR also, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. And now we are about to get started with the third important metric called user engagement. What is user engagement and how is it counted?
The time we spend in the website.
Okay, the time. See, any action or interaction performed on the web page by the user, the measure of action or interaction performed by the user on the website, such as clicking on the links, submitting the form, purchasing the product, exploring more number of web pages and spending more time on the web page, all of this is counted to be as an engagement. If your website has good engagement, your website rankings will be better. It stays in the top because it's fulfilling or serving the purpose of the end user, correct? The user engagement mainly consists of measure of end users purpose served, time spent on the website, the number of pages explored. I'll define this. The measure of the actions performed or interactions on the web pages by the users, such as clicking on the links, clicking on the hyperlinks, clicking on the hyperlinks, submitting the forms, purchasing on the website, exploring more, exploring, exploring or navigating through web pages, spending time reading or performing any action mentioned above is all counted as the engagement on the web page. Okay, clear? Yeah, the user engagement mainly consists of end user's purpose served or fulfilled. time spent on the web pages, the number of web pages explored. Okay. So how do you improve this engagement? See, when will people prefer to spend more? When will people do all of these things? Yeah, who is that? Somebody has any answer? Until unless it's a government website, correct? However ugly it is, however annoying it is, you will still go through the government website. You spend as much time as possible in identifying or figuring out how to submit the form or how to fill the application, correct? How to register or how to book a train, correct? However worse the experience is, government portals are the only portals because you cannot perform or do that activity anywhere. See, if Flipkart is not working to purchase a shoe, you will immediately go to another website, correct? Everybody? But that's not the
Yes, sir.
scenario
Yes.
with many government websites. There's no choice, correct? You have to do it on that website only. Okay. So, but that's not the case with government private websites or any other websites that you and me owns or any other business owns. We all have to be extremely careful about customers' experience, customer satisfaction, customer's purpose fulfilled or not. Correct? If it is not us, they'll just go to some other competitor. Correct? Your competitor's website. Hence, you have to make sure that you have the best user experience and user interface. Ever heard of this term called user interface and user experience, guys? Anybody? Ever heard of this term called user interface and user experience? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, so user interface is anything that's seen by your eyes, can be seen by your eyes, such as the font colors, the font sizes, correct? The images, the videos, the alignment, correct? Left aligned, right aligned, bold, color, green, red. All of this is user interface. Something that can be seen by your eyes is called as user interface, and that has to be appealing. So for example, see, let's assume now this is looking appealing for you and I will make it look unpleasant for you. Look at this. I have tried it out and it is very unpleasant. It's not necessarily striking. It can be an ugly color. It can be an ugly background. It can be an image in the background, right? So now the user interface is something that's seen by the human eyes, and it has to be pleasant, it has to be appealing, right? That is user interface. And user experience is something that you experience on the web page while you navigate or while you are exploring with the words to fulfill your purpose. See, for example, you have visited a website to purchase a pair of shoes, but then you are unable to find an option to add the product to the cart. You are unable to make the payment on the web page, it's showing an error always. Or the page keeps loading forever. All this is the bad experience for the user. Something that you experience on the web page while you are about to fulfill your purpose or objective of visiting that website. During your exploration of, while you are exploring that web page or website, in order to achieve your purpose or goal, whatever you experience over there is a user experience, and user experience has to be as good as possible. So on some websites, see, people, the common expectation is phone number to be shown to the right side, correct? Logo to the left side, correct? If it is ulta, vice versa, that can also be considered to be as a wrong experience for the user. If user is not able to find how to add a product to the cart, it's a bad experience for the user. They should not struggle, correct? Is that clear, everybody? What is user interface and what is user experience? User interface mainly focus on appealing colors, color palettes, fonts, font sizes, and alignment of the information on the website, and which also comprises images and videos on the website. That is user interface. Clear? And user experience is something that you experience on the web page. Like you are trying to click on the link and it's not working, or it is leading to an error page. or it continues, it keeps loading forever, or the add to cart is not working. Clear, guys, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So great UI UX, appealing UI, user experience, and it has to be good, right? And you have to maintain zero technical issues on your website. If page is not web page is eliminating the human intervention. Are you are following it? The web page is eliminating the human intervention, eliminating the salesperson, eliminating the salesperson. When anybody visits your web page should act like a salesperson. Everybody clear? Your web page should act like a salesperson. Now look at this example. You have visited a supermarket. A person is not really. They have just greeted, "Hello, madam. Hello, sir," and you have asked for something, and they have guided you. Go take to right, left, and you would find the product over there. This is scenario one or case one, and you will go there. You might buy a product, or you may not buy the product. Let's take the case two. Next day, you have entered the same supermarket, and there's another salesperson, and he will not only greet you, but he will walk with you to that section. He will ask you which product you want. He or she will start explaining you about that product. They will also add that marketing and selling pitches. Example, madam, this is an amazing laptop, or this is an amazing copper water bottle that Queen Elizabeth also has used it. We sell 20,000 pieces every month, right? All are marketing and selling pitches which will also provoke you to purchase that. Correct, everybody? You see the difference between
Yes, sir.
salesperson 1 and salesperson 2? Everybody?
Yes.
Same way, on your web page, you have to make sure that the communication is highly effective and comprises selling and marketing elements. Clear?
Yes, sir.
It comprises selling and marketing elements on the web page. That's when people would continue to read, continue to explore. See, if a salesperson is with an angry face, will you prefer to speak to them? If they are speaking pleasantly to you,
No.
correct? If they are welcoming, you will probably continue to speak with them, correct? Your web pages will also play such kind of role. You have to make sure the communication is as pleasant as possible for your customer, and you need to have the marketing and selling elements on your web page. That's also going to improve your engagement, user engagement. Clear, everybody? Let's say everybody is selling the latest version of iPhone at 1.5 lakh, but on your website you are selling it at 3 lakhs. Straight away people will back off, correct? So not only that, whatsoever it is, let's take a digital marketing training. Let's assume, so we are making it is very economical. We are offering one course along with that course, right? Or maybe we must be providing a support on the practice at the desk, right? Various. This is all called as product packaging or service packaging. So when it is interesting or appealing, and if this is presented very well on the web pages, so people prefer to explore the web page, and that can be the most engaging element on the web page. Correct, everybody?
Yes.
Provide detailed and all relevant information about the product or service. Branding helps improve the engagement. So if you already know that brand, there are good chances of you continue to explore that web page, or you might spend more time, like Flipkart, Amazon, or all known websites, correct? If it's a new website, you will just close it. Make sure the content or the information is all relevant. Understand the priority of information on the web page for the users to be present on the web page. So for example, somebody is looking for price of digital marketing course. So when they land on the web page, you have to speak about the price. Instead, if you start speaking what is digital marketing, what is the spelling of digital marketing, who first started digital marketing, how did it evolve? See, that is all irrelevant information for the user, correct? Or that's not the highest priority information for the user. They are trying to understand what is the price of digital marketing course. Straight away, you could have mentioned as 50,000 rupees, correct? Be to the point. Understand the priority of information for the user to be presented on the web pages. First, present the information what they are desperately looking for. Do not speak about, okay, this is the digital marketing curriculum and it covers all of this. Adding attractive and relevant images play a crucial role in the engagement. The best product in terms of availability, variation, sizes, colors, offerings, everything is also will have better engagement. See, for example, you have visited to purchase shoes or web page, but it doesn't have the sizes of your choice, colors of your choice, and it's not selling the brands of your expectation, size of your expectation, colors of your expectation, correct? You will not engage with it, you will just quit that page, correct? Everybody, you will quit that such pages, right? If it is not selling a shoe of your choice, brand of your size of your choice, correct? The size that you are looking for, correct? See, these kinds of things also play a crucial role in the engagement. And obviously the load times, the load times not mentioned, the web pages quick load times or performance play a crucial role in engagement. Okay, at a very top level, zero technical issues, best UI UX, best product in the market, best marketing and selling pitches on the web page. All these four things taken care will help you improve the engagements. தெரியுமா அர்த்தமாச்சா? Everybody?
Yes.
Zero technical issues. What are the examples of technical issues? Payment is not working. You are about to make payment, but it is failing. It is not working. You have clicked on the link and it is showing 404 error, or it keeps loading forever. Best UI UX. I have already told you what is UI UX, and it has to be to its best. Best product in the market. How you package it. See, for example, our digital marketing course is packaged in such a way. First thing is quality training, detailed oriented training. We are giving an option, additional course. We are supporting to work at the practice on the projects at the desk, placement support, right? And you have an option to join other batches as well if you are not clear. This is all called as product or service packaging. So you have to better best at all of these things in order to rank on the top. Best marketing and selling pitches on the web pages. And now this is the information that you put on the web page, and it should not be a plain information. It has to incorporate the best marketing and selling elements. This may not have the best marketing and selling elements, or might have. We are not getting into it for now. Okay. This is our new page. This is how our new web page is going to look like. We are changing the design and presentation. Okay. So clear with how what an engagement is and how do we improve the engagement? Anybody has questions?
No questions.
Sorry?
No questions.
So now SEO is all about working on these three metrics, improvising these three metrics. So anything and everything that you do is either improving one of these metrics, two of these metrics, or all three of these metrics. And to improve these metrics, you do hundreds of things. Okay? And from the coming classes, from the next week, we are going to discuss all of those things one by one. Okay, so in order to improve the crawl frequency, you know that we are doing so many things. To improve CTR, we are doing n number of things. To improve engagement, we are going to do a few tens of things. And now all of these implementations are categorized or grouped to multiple SEOs, such as on-page SEO, site-level SEO, technical SEO, off-page SEO. The four different types of SEO. Okay, we will get started with all of this from the next week. Yeah, clear? Everybody?
Yes.
So are you all understanding it?
Yes, sir.
Are you happy with the learning?
Yes, sir.
So you will be able to confidently implement all of these things in the coming days?
Yes.
There's no confidence with some of the yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, see, whatever we are learning now, you would not find this, especially the search engine functionality which I have explained it to you, crawl frequency, CTR, and engagement with the average numbers and metrics we have discussed in our previous classes. This thing, you will not find it anywhere on the internet. If you find it, either there must be the students of Canada Digital or employees of Canada Digital, or in recent times somebody might have copied the concept and might have redone it, but I don't think anybody has redone it. You will not find it anybody. This is the learning that comes only with Canada Digital, the functionality of search engines. You go and ask anybody, like, why is Myntra ranking in the top for buy shoes online? They will tell they have good digital marketers. Everybody has digital marketers. They tell Myntra is a brand. Amazon is not a brand. Amazon is also a brand. They will tell they are investing a lot. These people don't know how much they are investing. They just keep there. We don't know there are 200 different parameters or signals that Google must be considering, and we have no clue what they are. No, that's all wrong. Okay, fine. So if no questions, we'll wind it up for today. Can we?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool then. We'll connect back again on Monday.